What's happening, my friends? It's another Watercolor Wednesday, and I'm super stoked to have you guys with me. We are going to do something super rad. We're doing something like super different today. We are actually, I went out and I got some cool people action shots. And so we're just gonna hop right into it. I've had a super good week. I hope you guys too have gotten to do some wonderful things. I appreciate your comments and I will show them right here. I just want to thank you to our sponsors of Dan, uh, Neil Smith for the watercolor paints, and over here we got Escoda, and thank you for Cheap Joe's for supplying some watercolor paper. And thank you so much. I see some of you are hopping on here. Welcome. So today we're looking at doing some figures. Here we got a guy that's working on his boat here. So we've got three definitely figures, and we're gonna go over which one of these is a good idea to paint. Alright, so starting with this guy working on the net. So I had a lot of time on my hands between teaching earlier today at Art on 30th, and which we're having a good time over there. If you're here in San Diego, you could join us. So I got home, had some lunch, and got ready for you guys. And so I went ahead and already worked on some of the sketches. So um, here we have our guy working on a net. This area that he was working in was really industrial. But as you can see, I had to edit out all these cars and whatnot. And I just put him under a nice little shaded tent. And here he is working on the nets. So the simple way to do these is just look at the value study. I did print out just a black and white of this. That's right, I did print it out. I liked it so much, I'll be putting this guy, you might see him in some upcoming paintings that I'll be having soon. But I just fell in love with, when you're doing a figure, it's helpful to have them doing something as opposed to you just kind of like drawing, a head and then a body and then just some legs. And like this guy is just here, just kind of just standing there. We want some movement, we want some action. That way, the people that are looking at your art, they're engaging with our art. Alright, let's take a look at the next one. Now, we got a guy here, super active, right? He's got his boat here and he's doing something with a hose. Now, when I took this picture, I took a really broad range. So you were seeing all these other boats, you were seeing the docks, and this is what we call good editing, friends. Alright? So, when we're doing these, we've got to really pick out what is the main story here. So we've got that guy, right? And again, here's the sketch. You can tell I was just super bored, waiting to go live, so I went ahead and already knocked these out. So I started with the head. I worked my way into the shoulders, into the shadowing. Then we got this nice hose that's coming here. We've got just some simple clothing and a little bit of stuff in the boat with the side of the boat and the reflection. As you can see, We've got this nice movement here, and we've got some boat and some reflections. There's no need to go ahead and put in this other boat. If anything, if I do paint this one today, if we have time, I know we always have a lot of great questions. I love getting your guys' questions. But we have just a really nice movement. So in between so far these two, right? Um, we've got our guy, actually three, because we got him. Can't leave him out, but he's just standing there, right? We've got this guy right here working on the nets. And we've got this guy with the full movement with some really, he's got all kinds of light on him, which is just a little more engaging, right? And watercolor, right? We're painting things with light and shadows. All right, let's look at our figure number 3. We've got this guy here. Don't know why they're all guys. That's just who was all out working yesterday. We had a nice sunny day, and right now it is pouring down, raining. And here we go. We've got a nice little sketch. And we've got some nice bright sun. See this? This is just that boat has got no... See that it's just a high key, okay? But look, we've got some nice shadows. Do you notice how I do my line work? Everything is kind of shaded going in the same direction, even the pole. But I did fib a little. The shadow here is going horizontal, and this also is going horizontal. Having nice consistent line mark making makes some nice consistency. Alright, now that we understand a little bit about having a consistent drawing area, how about we look at up and back at the lighting. So we have this nice white area. We've got some shadows going on here. He's got a shadow coming off of his top of his hat. We got the sun. The sun is here, shooting rays down this way. So right off the hat, we've got this nice shadow here. Alright, right off of here, we got this. Here's a fun thing. If we look at this leg, this is the most dominating leg. And what do I mean? This person's leg is leaning, all his weight is on that leg. Do you see that? And so this is the first leg I did, and then I suggested another leg. Now we're so engaged with what is this guy doing here, we really don't look at this other leg and to see if there's even a foot, especially since there's so much high key. When we have things that are moving, we kind of lose some things, okay? Because right now, this is stationary. This leg, all the weight's on that leg. He's standing here. His hat's not moving anywhere, right? And so if we look at that photo, he is kind of leaning. What this guy was doing was sanding. He had a sander, and he was sanding his boat. And I didn't get to quite get him with an action shot. I think I did get video, but I'll have to go through the video possibly. But this nice shadow here, this nice cast shadow with some movement of water, but really just that story is right here. Look how nice and simple it is. I made this, yes, this guy here is a lot taller, right? This one's just a slit taller than this one because it's closer to us. Hence, perspective. Things are closer, are longer, or wider. and things get narrow and smaller as they go back in perspective. But I wanted to drop this down because if you are coming into my painting like this, like maybe I should just look at my painting and not the monitor. You are coming over the top. Now, if I brought that post way up here, friends, it's gonna not be visually inviting. Okay. And if you're putting in the comments, say where you're from and what's going on. Thank you again for joining me. If you go over to my website and you can opt in to get my upcoming newsletter, there's going to be a new freebie that's coming up. So when you go over to Gabriel Stockton, fineart.com, there'll be a little pop-up. Don't worry, it's not spam. I'm not going to spam you. I'm actually able to design my own little pop-up, and your information will be safe with me. Basically, it's your name. Doesn't even have to be your last name. But there are a lot of Lisas and Michaels, so if you put your last name, I know which Michael, which Lisa you are. So check out my website. And you just found yourself here at my YouTube channel. So go ahead and pound that like button and hit subscribe so you can stay up to date with what's going on. Alright, so let me pop back over the comments. I see something. Alright, here we go. Oh, we got Elle in the house. Hey Gabriel, sure love to watch. You push the paint around. Thank you for all you do. Hey, thank you, Elle. You're amazing. If you don't know Elle, you should check her out. She's super rad. She has a gallery over in St. George, Utah. Alright, and we got Frosty Girl in the house. She's back. And always excited for Watercolor Wednesday. Yeah, we're talking about sketches right now and figuring out which one is going to be the one that we're going to actually paint today. So, we've got this guy, right? And we've got this one with the hose. And we've got the guy with the nets. So, let's see if I can get them all three in here. So, I am kind of geeking out on this guy right here. Put in the comments which ones you like, and if by chance I don't paint the one you like today, I will do it and post it another time. Now, it's always fun to just practice even doing stuff with your imagination. And for instance, here we got these two couple. They're dancing. This gal is on one. She's got all of her weight on one leg. Maybe he's just turned her. And he's standing there waiting to lead her into the next move. And sometimes it's really good to have some kind of really dynamic lighting. You guys are seeing this stuff in the movies. We're watching Amazon movies and Netflix, and we got Disney Plus now, and so you guys are seeing this stuff, so you should be able to come up with your own cool designs too, alright? And see what you can come up with your imagination. This was just straight out of my head. All I did was I first just put a head here. I gave him a body like this, some arms like this, and made his jacket opened. Put one leg a little bit longer, one tucked back. Put a doorway behind him, and etc. Alright, so play around with your imagination, okay? But these two happened after practicing and getting my eyes and my confidence built up with these figures, okay? So we got some more comments here. Let's see who we got here. We got Doc Day says, managed to catch this one. Hey, thanks so much for joining. We're here every Wednesday at 3:30 Pacific time. I like the one on the left. This one, your left, colorful painter. It is a good one. You're right. I agree. Alright. Is there anyone else that wants to vote? Vote now or forever hold your peace. Oh, yeah. Said this one. Right on. Well, I don't mind doing that one since this one's almost PG-13 with his shirt off. The only thing is my photo printed out so bad. It's just like brutal. I did print out another picture. Oh, this picture does look alright. I can work with this. I definitely can't work with that one. That one is just brutal. Dun dun. I am with colorful. Alright, Frosty Girl, we got 2 for the high key. And we'll put this guy for another time since he's got his shirt off. Alright, so. So if you guys want to take a screenshot or something, that is the photo. And hey, I'm totally game. You guys, I'm up to the challenge. Let me grab some paper. And let's do this painting. Yeah. So, have you guys ran into any like issues this week with painting watercolors? Let me know in the comments if you tried out some of the techniques from past Watercolor Wednesdays. And have you guys had a chance to watch the Lauren McCracken interview? So we have interviews every Monday here on my channel with professional artists. And this one we had this week was Lauren McCracken, who is a realist painter, and he shared some really cool insights. One of the insights, which was fun because we just were laughing it up, he talked about that hot press paper is not paper at all. Woohoo! That's super rad, you know? And he showed his, where he was coming from, his research. This is a person that has spent some time doing some research. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but I did this painting this week on location. And we've got some people back there. We've got a boat. This is a boat yard. And yeah, it's always fun to share. And for some reason, my photo reference disappeared. Oh my goodness. Alright. It couldn't have went far. It was just here. Did you guys see where it went? Alright, what else we got here? We got whatever you like. Right on. And the one on the left. Right on. And is he McCracken, Black McCracken? Yes, he is, Doc Day. And we talked about his pigment. So, if you paint with McCracken Black, you should definitely... Oh, there it is. I found the picture. Sweet, we are okay. I got a little scared there for a second, folks. Alright, it's all good. So, I'm going to tape this down real quick. Thank you for your patience. We got some extra tape here. Let's see if we can reuse it. Bum, bum, bum. Alright. Let's just go right here. And we're going to do this nice and simple. Simple is better. And alright. So, what's super rad? Did I bump that? Oops. Alright. Let's see. Doc Day says, I will definitely give it a watch. Right on, right on. Yeah, we kind of laughed it up. It was a good time. Alright, well, first of all, let's hop right into this guy. Let's just go ahead and give him the top part of his hat. And let me just get this drawing in real quick, and then when we paint, you're definitely going to see much more. Okay? And it's really light, but it's all good, right? Here we go. We got his neck. There's his hat. And then we're going to get in here on the neck. And then we've got some shoulders. And then we've got another shoulder that's a little bit higher. Right about here. And we've got his face coming in here, which we don't see really any of it. There's a nice shadow coming down and up over here. Then we've got his back. Alright, turn from us. Then we got the shirt like this. And the shirt coming back. We've got a arm. And then the forearm like so. Like that. And we're going to go ahead and put in some of these lines. And then we come right into here. And there's a leg. And a calf muscle. And a foot. Alright, we've got another leg. And a calf muscle. Dun, dun, dun. We've got a shadow here. And I guess we ain't going to see much boat right there. So we're going to bump this up here. And then bring our boat in. Like that. And then this is going to come up. Like so. Down like so. And then right here is a window. And comes up right about here. Like that. And then we've got this other window. This comes down like that. This comes up and around. And you don't want to get too stuck on some of this stuff, alright? Allow yourself some freedom. Let's bring that pole down here. And here. Like that. And alright, and then right up here about the hat is the top of our boat. Comes like that. Alright, and we've got this nice little thing here. And there's a shadow that comes down like that. And then we've got his shadow. Comes here off of his hat. Like that. And back. Like that. Alright. And here we go. It's here. There. And then we've got our other guy here. there's our rope that's tied off here. That's coming this way. And 2 of them back here. This comes here. This goes like this. And that's down, over. Got this little other window. And this nice thing here. And I'm not going to worry about all that stuff up there for now. I just got to get that shoulders and body. This is coming nicely here. There's some stuff on deck. And that shadow. And this guy is here. So we've got a nice little drawing. And we're off to a good start. I'm going to get out my kneaded eraser. Alright. And I'm going to just lighten this guy up just a titch more. Here we go. Alright. And where did he go? Alright, actually I got my old palette here. Holy macro. So my palette died on me, and I had to get my new one that you guys saw just recently. So that one's out in the car. So this one's still good. It's still got some good paint. And we're going to use it. Alright. I'm just going to add a little tape here. I am painting on a incline, guys. Alright. Let's go ahead and go to town on our dude. I just want to fix this hat just a little bit more. And there we go. That's gonna work. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my mop brush and one of my perlas. And I've got some nice water ready to rock and roll. Let me wet my whistle. Frosty Grill. It's so small. Oh, that palette? Oh yeah, compared to my other one, right? I'm digging this one. It is small compared to the one I use now. This one's actually just compact. But yeah, I accidentally, I don't know what I did, but it kind of finally just gave out on me after many moons of painting, many days of painting. I'm just gonna get this little area right here just a little clean. For my first wash, I think what would be fun, get in here on some of this lavender. Alright, I'm just curious, just to give this a little love. And I'm going to start here, right like so. And here we are, like that. And we're going to take it right to the other side of the pole. And look at me, I am being so bad, you guys. I just hopped right into this painting and didn't put the other side of tape down. Straight slacking. So why do we put our tape on all sides, guys? Do you know? Can you put in the comments why we put tape all the way around. Do-do-do. I'm just curious if you know. And a little hint. It is part of stretching. Yes. Alright, I'm going to move it up. You can see. Now I'm going to add some gray titanium into this mix. I want some opaque, semi-opaque color going up in this bad boy. We're going to come right about here. Yeah, look at that. Do-do-do. Good times. There we go. That looks lovely. And guess what? While I got that color, I'm going to add just a little bit of Quinn Gold Deep. And I'm going to come right here and drop this down just like that. Look at that. Do-do-do. And I'm going to actually have to adjust, hang in there, our lighting. Do-do-do. There we go. Cool. Alright. So, let's go just a touch darker for that other pole. And right about here. This is neutral tint. And Frosty Girl says, not slacking. Right on, thank you. And should be stocking up on PO48. Right on. Alright, cool. Here we go. We've got some nice shadowed side of the pole. I'm letting it blend in to that other side, because these poles, they get a lot of wind and weather and whatnot. Okay. I'm not too worried about that bloom. If you want, you can just get in there once, pull it out, and it's a-okay. Alright, next, I think would be fun is we get back while we have this mixture. I can get into here and mix me up some lavender with just a little bit more Chinese white. There's still a little bit of yellow in here. So what I'm going to do is come right here and let's make that nice shadow right here. So this is going to come down. This is going to come right here. I'm looking at my photo reference, friends. This is going to come nice and down, right like so. I'm going to leave what's called a little kiss line right here. And this is what you can do, friends. You can actually turn your painting onto the side and grab that bead right here. Take a little bit of water out. Alright. One thing you'll learn also, if you go watch Lauren McCracken's interview, he tells one of the big mistakes that the beginning artists are doing. And wow, what an eye-opener. And one of those mistakes have to do with your water management on your brush. And it's not fair if I tell you about it now and you don't go watch it, because I shared it in my class, and because I actually saw people making that big old accident, that real boo-boo. So that's your guys' homework for the week. I will ask you next week if you know what I'm talking about, alright? As if you didn't have enough to do already, right? Thanks, Gabriel, for giving us homework. And yeah, so we've got a nice little shadowed area here. And we're going to go ahead and bring that area down. Now I put some water right there because that's a corner. Let's go ahead and put this area into shadow. Here we go. This is right here. Nice, lovely shadow. But before I go get to the deck right there, that's actually a different gray. So we're going to add some of this here. And this guy here, maybe a little bit of brown. This is why I don't clean my palette all the time, because I might end up using some colors again. So there's this little area here that's in the shadow. That's kind of a nice little gray. I like it. That's going to come around like that. There we go. We've got that window, but I'm not going to go there just yet. I'm going to come back, alright? So hang in there. If you're that person going, oh, what about that window? Hang in there. I'm going to make up some more of this lovely color here. And put in some of this. And a little more of that. There we go. That's going to be fun. Alright, I've got another little shadowed area. That's right underneath this lip here. Okay. And that's going to go there. Like that. And just a little bit more. Okay, and I could use just a little bit of lavender, pump it up. And then we move into that window. And that window we're going to go ahead and paint now. So I'm going to start here. Since I'm painting on an angle, I know that that color is not going to shoot upward into my previous mix. Here we go. Look at that. Super cool. So I can take out some water in my brush, and then I can tighten up this window. Right, like that. There we go. And tighten it up this way. Nice. Alright, well, while I already got that color, guess what I can do? That's right, if you guessed it, I can go ahead and put in his pants here. And he's got a leg. Let's put in this leg. There we go. And it's coming down. And we got a foot. Right? That leg has all that weight down on the foot. And we've got another leg, but it's moving, so it's going to be a little bit lighter, okay? And it's bent knee, so it's not really going to connect much to the calf. And the calf is kind of like a teardrop. There we go. And like that. We've got light hitting that area. And there we go. Very nice. I can bring that up just a titch more, his waist. Alright. Cool, cool. We will come back to that. We've got another window that's over here. I've got this color and I can go ahead and just add a little bit of white to it, just so it has a little oomph. And what I'm going to do is this window is right here, and like that. There is a little bit of window right there, but I'm not too worried about it. I can actually pull that out just a little bit. There we go. Well, we've got that nice little edge of our boat, but we're going to come back to that section. Let's go ahead and do this other pylon thing. So we're going to make that cool, mustardy. Where'd my photo go? Here's the bad photo. So it's kind of mustardy because it has a little more light. And so this side is going to come here. Like that. Dun, dun, dun. These things like get bumped and pushed and push off kilter. It's quite funny how much character these guys, these pylon things kind of change. I'm going to darken up that top part just a titch more. And let's make this edge a little more crispy. And we've got another edge, right? We've got that other edge. So I'm going to actually leave a nice little dot, dashes, and a line, and a top piece, right like that. Sometimes there's birds, they'll fly. This is not the time to put the bird. Let's go ahead and make this one just a titch darker now here. There we go. And if I just kind of paint on my way down, I could build up just a little more textures. There we go. It looks a little darker on camera. Alright, we're coming along. Well, we've got some fun stuff here. So let's get in here and grab some blue. Grab some blue. And some white. And a little more blue. That's what I love about watercolor, you guys. It's so accessible. And it doesn't matter how old it is, you can still use it. So we got this little box thing here. I don't know if it's some kind of tools or something, but it's just something on the deck of the boat. Let's go ahead and put in our shadow. So keeping that same blue, putting a little bit of dark here, and coming in here like so. Alright, I want that nice high contrast because we are dealing with a nice bright sun. Well, I have that color, look at this. Watcha. Here we go. You gotta say watcha every now and then. It's like you just did a cool martial arts kick. That has almost too much information, so let's go ahead and not fill them all in, but that works. There's this edge here. It's not quite so dark. Just add a little bit of water. There we go. Well, I've got that color. Let's put some lavender with it. And we've got this edge of our boat. not right up to the top, but just a little below. We're gonna add this nice little trim like that. Nice. We've got this other little section. It can just use a little more love right down in here. This is called glazing. There we go. Do you guys know the difference between glazing and wet into wet? Let me know. We got this part here. Nice. We are coming along. We are rocking and a rolling. Let me check the comments and see if you guys been chatting along. Let's see. Yes, we do. Alright. Oops, nope, that's an old one. And how about here? Should we be stalking? Oh, no, you already said that. I'm so sorry. Alright. I'm just gonna keep painting. Alright, so we've got this wonderful line rope. So for fun, I'm just gonna put this nice dark here and boom. Just like that. And we're gonna bring that rope coming this way, just like this over here. Voila. Alright, and we're almost to our dude. There is a section that needs to be put in here. And what it is there's just a nice dark chunk right here. Okay, and this kind of comes down like so. And this comes over here. And then there's this thing here. And we've got the end of our boat. And this guy here. Dinky dink dink. And some fun stuff here. And there's actually a rope. Whoop. And the rope comes back here. Whoop. And ba-boom, ba-bam. Yeah, there we go. We got some nice... So that's a really hard edge, right? So let's just come over here. And I'm just gonna add some water. This is where you guys gotta just try something. Just something new. You never know where it's gonna take you. I am just scaring myself crazy right now. Just not allowing myself to just paint something and be comfortable. I've got to grow too. I think that was the fun thing about Watercolor Wednesdays for me, is I am just, you know, like letting you guys just see me paint something completely just on the spot. Dun, dun, dun. Glazing is layering a thin layers. Yes, it is. We're working with a transparent medium. Hopefully that you're using colors that you know about that are either transparent or semi-transparent. And yeah, way to go. Good job. Thank you, colorful painter. I'm digging on that eagle. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, we're getting close to our start of our show. Before I go there, there's a nice little edge right here. And it comes this way. like that. And over here, boom. That works for me. There's some nice little blue trim. Now, gonna just point over here to our star of the show. Like that. Look at that just glow all of a sudden. Just like that. Alright. We've got our shadow of our dude. Let's go to town. So let's first put this little piece here. And I'm just looking at that. It's the top of his hat that's hitting right there. We've got a nice little thing of white right here. And then it starts to go lavender-ish right here. I'm spending more time looking at my actual photo. So there's that shadow. I gave this some more space in between them so that it wasn't just straight up in my grill. Alright, we got a hand doing stuff. And there's another hand kind of doing stuff. But we really don't know because he's got his back to us. And we just know that there's something going on with this guy working on his boat. We don't know exactly what his, goal is here. We know he's working on the front of the boat. And that's our story, and we're sticking to it. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and put in this arm. Like that. And so now we've got an arm. But before I get going too buck wild, let's go ahead and get some red added into here so we can make a nice kind of like a purpley blue. Okay, now I'm going to add some nice water to that, and let's go ahead and just first try something. So I want a light color first here. I'm just knocking down the white first. And we're actually going to do the back of the shirt kind of a little different. Okay, so there's my first layer of what my shirt's going to look like. Right now, I can actually go to the hat and come back, because that's the wonderful thing about watercolor, is it's a sit and wait game. Someone asked me if I use blow dryer, and no, I want the watercolor to dry on its own. It does quite lovely things when it does it all on its own. I'm going to do the top of this hat, and let's see how this is going to pan out. I hope so, because I don't do too many of these hats. Alright, there's a nice little chunk of dark. Remember our drawing? Remember our drawing with that nice little chunk of dark underneath? It's in the photo too. Dun dun dun. Look at that. Right there. So we want that. That's what I love about these perlas. It has a really nice point. And you guys are already used to having a nice point. on pencils and markers. Alright, look at that chunk. There we go. And let me just check it out. It actually can go a little more thicker right here. Alright, and then looking at it, we've got this nice little lip kind of coming here, nice and light. And then we've got the top of the hat right like this. We're going to keep that nice and simple. Let's go ahead and do that shadow underneath the hat. So this is all in shadow. We don't need to, this is what we don't need to do. Make a skin color and paint this skin tone. Okay, that's not what we want. What we want is to go ahead and put that right in the shade, friends. So I'm gonna go in here, have this nice shade coming down on the face like that, like this. Then we got our nice blue shirt. I'm gonna just add it right into that mix that I already had, and comes off of this shoulder right into our dude. And we saw that this shoulder is a little higher here, and then we look, this comes around and down, and this part right here comes like that and down. There we go. You guys can do this. Look at that nice little shadow coming up off of our hat. We've got this other hat shadow over there, and it's working. Well, we need some nice cool red into our mixture here, and I bumped that. This is gonna go over here, and all right. Hey Debbie, welcome. I'm not worried, so no need to apologize. Our good friend Debbie just joined us. Everybody say hi to Deb. Alright, so we're gonna get back into this shirt, yo. So we've got this arm here. It's a nice little shape here. And then the back. And then we've got this little chunk coming up like this. It's kind of still wet. I don't know if I'm ready to get into that shirt yet. Let's try over here. This section. And, yeah, it's not quite ready. Ah, shoot. So, that's okay. We'll just put that there. And it's okay. It's okay. It's all good. Let's just take that back down into here. And this underneath there. It actually might work for our benefit. We'll see. I feel this needs to go just a titch darker. And here we go. And this is gonna come down. Yeah, I like this. I like this one better. We got a calf muscle here. Yeah, there we go. And here. And that window is nice and dark. So let's, these two are, as far as tonal quality, these two, I'll just leave a little bit of tiny kiss line by that leg though. I'm not, this isn't a coloring book. I am leaving a couple little dots and things. And this is going to come over here. There we go. Now we're rocking and rolling. Let's see if the dots are working or not. Dun dun dun. Oh yeah, there we go. Ooh, you know what? I'm looking at this. And oh, there it is. Here's our gray shadow piece here. There's a boot. Boots are tricky. Sometimes they work. Sometimes they don't. Let's put in a shadow here. The shadow goes all the way over there. And then the shadow kind of comes up right here. Like that. And then kicks back right there. Yeah, there we go. And boom. And let's see what this does. Ooh. You guys gotta just try stuff. You gotta get scary sometimes. I totally did just scare myself. What am I meaning? I'm trying out some stuff that I've never done. Just for you guys. Good times. This could go just a titch darker now. Holy cow. So, and then we just need to make some new little adjustments. See this window? This window. There we go. And just a little bit more water on my brush. That's rocking and rolling. Sorry, I slid down. Man, we're getting so close. I could feel it. There's a little more shade underneath this hat. There he is. There he is. Let's see if I can bring it closer. Yeah. That is gonna work. I like this leg over here being lighter. That's working for me. What else are we missing? There's other stuff that's on this boat, but I wanted to have such a nice dynamic feel. I mean, I could put this little thing here. Yeah. So this is like one of those little holes in the front. They throw fish down there when they catch it or whatever. Maybe. Dun, dun, dun. A little darker right there. And a little darker browner here. Yeah. We are cooking with grease. It was so funny. We were watching this thing on Netflix the other day. No, not Netflix. It was YouTube. We were watching like some videos of different cities in Italy. And there was this tour guide, or this, not tour guide, but a guy in Italy on his trip. And he says, now we're cooking with chicken. And alright, just so you guys know, it's now we're cooking with grease. Oh, so funny. So funny. This is going to be just a little bit cooler right there. And I've actually got to bring some of that over here. Right there. Not so dark. Boom. There we go. Wow, look at this glow now. Look at that. Just, isn't that a beauty? The way that just glows. Yeah. See that fingerprint? Or that's my, I think it was my hand. It's all good, yo. Frosty Girl, what's up? Frosty Girl, always heard now we're cooking with gas. Yes, cat, gas and grease. Yes, we are cooking with gas. Yeah, it was funny. He said now we're cooking with chicken. But yeah, I like gas too. That is true. Thank you. I love your guys' input. It's a good time. It's not quite as boring for me to just paint and nobody's chit chatting. So here we go. And then this boat is actually tied off on this pylon over here. So let's put some rope on this guy. Yeah, look at that. That's cool. That's cool right there. We are cooking with gas. Yeah. And that's gotta go just a titch darker so that we can see it's tied off over there. This shirt is just not ready. Holy cow. Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on there. Maybe the shirt is supposed to be just something totally different. Right now it looks like a sweater or something. Um, I don't know. Let's just keep winging this shirt. Maybe we put some cross stuff in here. And then I know this side over here is a little darker. I don't know what's up with the paper right now. It's just like not setting up. I've not had this do this. I don't know. It's because it just started raining. So, I mean, I'm not too worried about it. My initial thought and design was to, I think it's gonna be alright. Alright. I can't get fussy, friends. Then there's a time when you've got to just not worry too much and just enjoy the process. That's right. You heard it here. I did not have this all planned out. Sorry. Yeah, this is rocking and rolling. And what do we got? Doc Day sure could be. Oh wait. Interesting. Seeing your work. Thanks for the input with watercolors. Working with contrast. For sure. And wow, we got 1 minute left. What do we have here? Perhaps Greece is American. Nice. That's rad. That's rad. Well, I'm just curious, friends. So I'm actually digging this. Here's where I want to go with this. What does this look like with a nice clean edge off to the sides? I don't even think this needs a background, guys. And if anything, check this out. If I go like that, and I'm gonna grab for this piece, I'm gonna use this Tombow marker. This is good ink, alright? It is definitely archival. And let's look at here. Boom. Yeah, I'm digging this. I am digging this. I think we're good. I don't think it needs really anything else. I appreciate you guys joining me today. If you're just now coming on, here was the sketch. You're more than welcome to watch the replay. Look at there, we went from a really bad photo that was blurry to a really small photo to a sketch, because we're talking about people today, and we've got something decent. I think that is frame worthy, definitely. So, do you guys have any questions? And we got Doc says, so interesting. As a realism colored pencil artist, I am at the stage where I'm struggling to decide what sort of watercolor artist I want to be. And that's a perfect reason, my good friend Doc, to watch the Monday interviews with pro artists where they're sharing why they paint the way they paint. Frosty, I like the reality of the painting. Perhaps true, but I get the details, like in my CP work. I want to be looser. Getting there, I think. Right on. I'm trying to loosen up too. Gabriel is a huge inspiration. Aw, you rock, Frosty Girl. Thank you so much. Very different process, which I have found useful. I'm glad you do. And I have seen so much of them. Right on, Doc. I appreciate your time. So, all of you that are still here, holy cow, there's 7 of you still here. Right on. If you didn't see it, yesterday, Eric Rhodes with Art School Live, he aired my video yesterday I did for Art School Live, and it hit 100K views in 12 hours yesterday. So that was pretty cool. If you get a chance, you can go over there and just type in Gabriel Stockton and Eric Rhodes. That's Rhodes with an H, Rhoads. And yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Even for getting 100,000 views when it was a replay. Frosty Grove, that's great for sure. And Doc, good night all. Goodwill and joyful arting. Thank you so much, Doc. I hope to see you next week. If not, in comments and other videos. Take care. Alright, guys. I really do appreciate you. Thank again for my sponsors, Daniel Smith Paints, and Escoda Brushes, and Cheap Joe's for giving me this paper. Again, this paper is their Kilimanjaro 300-pound. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. I will see you soon. Bye. Colorful Painter says, thank you, Gabriel. You're welcome, Colorful Painter. Keep those brushes wet, guys. Oh, see you next week also, Frosty Girl. Share this with your friends.